Alright. Alright. Somebody think, picture this. You know, you play football, you just started, right? And you're a good athlete, but you know they want you to start, but you kind of don't know if you're gonna do too good. Which brings me to a quote. A cynic is a man who, when he smells flowers, looks around for a coffin. Well, you know, often, well, for example, you got, well, for this speech, for example, when I hear we got a presentation for a speech, I think nigga was like, what am I gonna get? Or am I gonna do good? Another example is driving test, you know. You taking a test, you're like, am I gonna do this turn right or this turn right? I always choose. Another example would be talking to the girls though. Man, you like girls, but you know, you don't know if you're gonna give them the right impression. Well, in conclusion, if you think negative, you're a cynic, I guess. That's it.
All right, Michael, I think you're doing the right thing when you try and talk to us in a natural way, but you let some of your anxiety things kick in, and that's not necessary because you can convey an idea pretty effectively, and I think at the start, for instance, when you're just telling yourself and everybody else to calm down before you get started, you come across as a normal person, but once you get going into the speech, I think you start thinking too much about giving the speech, and that's when some of the anxiety things come out. I thought that you did a pretty good job coming up with some ideas to talk about. What you needed to do was kind of develop those ideas a little bit more. I especially like the idea of the attention device where you talk about, so maybe you're on the football team and you get the good news, hey, I'm going to be starting, and you say, well, that should be good news. but then you start thinking, well, you know what that means? It means I could screw up and everybody will know that it's my fault and they'll be looking at me. Everybody will be expecting something from me at that particular point. And so I think you could make the point a little bit more clearly. It does fit the idea that you have there. Now, some of the supporting points that you have, they need the same sort of thing. So you're talking about the speech, you're talking about the driving test, and you're talking about talking with girls, but you don't give us any examples. Talk about your last speech, for instance, and how, you know, when it was your turn, you thought that you were doing the right thing, you felt pretty prepared, but maybe, you know, I can kick myself afterwards, like I'll do right after this speech, I'll say, geez, you know, it was great, it was a speech, I did it, and now I got to beat myself up over it, you know, because I'm a cynic looking at the negative kinds of things. I don't know how you did on your driver's test. I don't know what happened there. And talking with girls, are you telling me that that isn't the smooth talk that you use for all the ladies? You know, you need to kind of give us a couple of examples there. So your voice projects okay, but you're not projecting a lot of confidence. Your gestures also give you away. You've got your hand in your pocket. You're always looking a little bit uncomfortable. The facial expressions, you're animated when you're talking to us, but sometimes the facial expressions are sending us signals of anxiety instead of that you're enjoying the experience or you've got a funny idea that you want to talk about. And I think you need to engage the audience a little bit more. You're sort of performing in front of them instead of talking with them. I think you had a pretty good conclusion there, but it seems like you don't really stick with it and you have to finish up with something that doesn't quite work as well. So you're doing some things pretty well, other things you need to do a better job on. So there are a lot of things that you can work on, but you've got the right track with the idea about the organization and having a point. That's stuff that we're definitely looking for. All right, thank you.